This morning I woke up and I thought, let's be bland as hell today. Let's build a house in The Sims 4, but everything is only one color. That is right. The decorations, the furniture, the walls, the ceiling, the floor. It's all one specific color, meaning I can only use things that fall under that color's filter in The Sims 4 build mode. Clearly being inspired by the color drenching trend that is going on right now on TikTok and Instagram and all those other socials you youngins are into. First things first, we've got to do our little mini speed builds. I've got to build the house that we're actually going to do the challenge on, so this part's going to be sped up for you guys. I'll see you in a few minutes. This is actually going to take me like 2 years, but for you guys, it's going to be like a minute and a half tops, maybe not even. Welcome back from Warp Speed. Here's how the exterior of our house turned out. Here is the floor plan for our house, which may actually be changed around. I don't know, I always end up changing things last second. But we have 2 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms, the office space, and then a kitchen, living, dining kind of merged together area. And everything is going to be one solid color. Let's get started on the exterior of our house first. I'm going to spin this lovely little wheel I have here, and it is going to choose what our one color for our one color challenge will be. Let's see. And we have, oh, it's going to be very dark. It's going to be very, very dark in this house, but we'll make it work. I'm not sure how well landscaping is going to go. I guess we should head to some siding first, and let me put the black filter on here. We either have to go witchy or we have to go modern. I feel like there's a lot more modern stuff in The Sims, but I would still like to try and make it a little witchy if I can. I'm just going to throw this everywhere for now, and then we're going to look for some stone so we can have something to kind of break up all this one solid color. I mean, it's still gonna be one color, but at least it'll be a different pattern, I guess. Rocks and stone. These could kind of work for us. Then we can put some in this little porch area as well. Do I want it to be on both? No, I think I like that. Let's grab some columns. I'm gonna go with my favorite one. Why is the black filter not on anymore? There we go. Whoa, there's some crazy thunder outside. I don't know if you guys could hear that. That was really loud. My power goes out all the time when it rains. So my fear is my power is going to go out in the middle of this. So I'm going to save frequently so I don't lose this challenge. Okay, our next step is to change the roofing because I can't stand looking at that. That looks hideous in my opinion. What about this one? It's like a different black than the other ones we were using, and that annoys me. What about a glass ceiling for our Sims to shatter? Or we have the steel roof that came with businesses and hobbies, which you should use code Ajiri in the EA shop or thesims.com. We just go with this plain black roof trim. I wish we could paint the undersides of the roofs. I don't like how they're like that. Maybe we get some nice roof sculptures out here like that. I mean, that's kind of cool looking. It kind of reminds me of Loki, you know, when he has like the horns, you know? Maybe we could do like a nice little chimney back here. You don't know. They might have a fireplace. All right, let's find a front door. I mean, I don't hate that one. I'm just not sure I like it here. Oh, maybe we go with one of these. You know what? I kind of like that. It's a bit fun, isn't it? Do I do it centered or off to the... I think I do it off to the side. Then we could put a nice little window over here. We put that there, and then we could do some black shutters to add in some something. I don't know. I was gonna say to add in something to break up all the black, but they're gonna be black shutters, so it doesn't really make that difference, does it? We'll do a nice double window in that one. The thunder is very angry at me for doing this challenge. I think this is a bathroom, but hey, put a window in there. Sims don't mind. I typically do the front of the house with the windows first, and then I'll go through and do the sides when I'm actually doing the rooms that they go into. I just find it easier that way because I kind of know how I want this to look. I want the front to be symmetrical, whereas the rest of the house, it doesn't really matter if it's symmetrical or not, but I need the front windows to be symmetrical. That's all me. Once you have the decorations and stuff in, you kind of know the layout of each room and all the technicalities and where everything's going. It makes it a little easier to know where you want windows. You know what I mean? I don't think you do. Should I put one of these up there, or is that not? Ooh, what about this? Never mind. Well, it's not going to work on that one, but it will work on this one. Okay, I have shuttered. How's it look? Can you even see them? I wonder if any of the window boxes show up under black, because technically, if the box is black, it shows up. I mean, that adds a nice little color, doesn't it? It adds a pop. And it still counts because it showed up under that little filter down there. You see that right there? It showed up under there. So it counts. Oh, we have this cute little plant too. We could put this up here. That's a nice little detail. We also have some ivy, which I would love to put somewhere. So I'm just going to throw it off to the side for now. Plants. It's not looking good, but I can put some rocks. Beautiful landscaping we have. Yeah, that's nice. That's all that shows up. Beautiful plants here. Beautiful plants. At least we can put these. I don't know where, but somewhere. Let me look in here again, actually, just to add in some kind of color. Yeah. No, not these ones. But on that side, not so bad. And then we'll probably do more over here as I go. I don't hate it. I don't like it in particular either, but I don't hate it. How about we find some flooring for our little porch area here? I'm going to assume it is going to be black hardwood. The ceiling, the same. Let's find a fence for here. Horse ranch is usually my go-to just because it's very plain. Keeping it simple might be our best. Besides the Loki ears that are popping out of that peak of this house, I think that's fine. We don't have much of a yard. Do I try to do one? Like, I can't have any trees. It's gonna look so bland. I can do this as the fence, but I don't like it, so I don't wanna. Let's raise the house up first. I don't want big, maybe like there. No, maybe I do want big. This backyard's a little small, isn't it? I think we might need to move the house forward just a smidge. That doesn't give me much bigger of a yard, but we can make it work, right? It's slightly bigger, and that's gonna work for us. I'm just not feeling this fence with this home. Are you? I'm not. Just tear her down, pretend it never happened, bloop, 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 erase it from your memories. Maybe we just do the plain black. Maybe that's for the best. Maybe I just do it to there. Like, maybe that's fine. It's a tiny yard, but like, what am I gonna do about it? That's not my fault. Is this the front or is that the... I think this is the front because all the other houses face inwards, right? I built that one too. I do a monthly shell challenge on Twitch. The first stream of every month, I tour everyone's shell challenges and I build the new shell for the upcoming month. And then so on and so on. I'll tour them the first stream of every month too. But if anybody is interested in trying it, I'll put my gallery ID down in the description and it'll tell you how to submit in there. I have all the packs and all the kits and all the everything. So you don't need to worry about that. But you can have fun with it. It doesn't need to be a house. It could be anything you want it to be. People have built frog museums. People have done a lot of fun and very creative things. And some really, really terrifying things that I'll never forget. Ever. But I love how creative everybody is. So if you'd like to do it, give it a little try. You can check it out in the gallery, upload it by August 1st, 10:30 a.m. Eastern time with hashtag Ajiri July shell in the description, and I will see it. I will tour it. I tour every single one because we usually only have like between 5 to 10, so it doesn't get too crazy. But anyway, back to building after that. Let's change our foundation now because that just looks hideous, doesn't it? We have stone that matches, so that looks nice actually. Yeah, look at that. Now we're talking. Let's find some stairs and some railing. Everybody loves a good railing. I like dark colors. I do. However, I also like plants. And this is kind of lacking in the plant department. I love a good landscaping moment, and I fear we don't have that in here, do we? I guess I could have the back door come out from here, and we can have just a small little porch moment. Just here. No biggie. Let's grab the same flooring we used up here. Destroy that little roof that's coming out. We don't need that. And there's going to be a door there. And I will also take these same stairs and we'll have them come off that side. This way it doesn't take up too much space of our itty bitty backyard. Maybe we could have a little tiny grill in that back corner. That could work. And then on this side, we could put the trash cans. You know what? I'm excited because the trash cans are going to be the one thing we absolutely have a black swatch in. That's exciting to me. Let's see. See? Look at that. Look at... This does not count. I guess they're counting that as like a gray or a green. This has a black swatch. That's not fair. Am I just missing it and it's there? That's not very fair of you. I guess we could use the mailbox everybody uses. Or should I use this one with the stone so it kind of matches the stone? I'm gonna put it over here. Is your mailbox on the left or the right? Mine's on the right. I guess, like, if you're looking at the house this way, it's on the right, you know? Oh, that scared me. Let's see about some terrain paint. Would you look at that? No terrain paint shows up under the black filter, which is unfair. Because this is black. Absolutely is. But okay, I guess I'll use flooring then, because I'm gonna follow the rules. Maybe this one. Yeah, it's a little bit darker, so I feel like it works a little better. And I'm gonna do that in this back area as well. Maybe we could do like that. Maybe we can extend it out one more, and there can be like a gate there. What gate do we have that goes with this? I hate the gates in this game. There's no good ones. Like, I don't understand why every single like tall gate has to have like lanterns or something on it like that. Do I do that and then wrap it all the way around to the front? That looks like a lot without landscaping, doesn't it? Maybe we need more rocks. There's not enough rocks in our front yard. Surely that's the problem. Oh, I don't know what to do. It's so hard to not landscape. I guess I'll put one here. So like this is where I would have landscaping if I had any. We can do this guy back here and then the back door will be there. Maybe I do extend this a little bit and we can do like a little patio table or something over here. What if we put a bench over here? You know, to sit in the shade of your boulders. And then we could do a little bit of this. I'm not sure I like it, but it's what we've got. Oh, that hurts my eyes. I don't like that one. Like, look, how nice. Can they get to that? It's in the fence, so possibly not. Just a little, like there. Outdoor activities. Everyone would like a little planter, wouldn't they? There we go. See, like your Sims can plant for us. You might not have any plants, but your Sims can. See? Look at it. That'll be nice for your Sims to do all their own landscaping here. Maybe then I could even get rid of this one and then a couple like lining here. They just like gardening. That's all it is. They really like gardening. Okay, I'm gonna put another fence on this side too, which I don't like because it's not centered. You don't get a gate. I'm sorry. What other outdoor activities do I have? I can do a cozy backyard fire pit. We could do it over here on the side of the house for some reason. That one's kind of nice too. So maybe I should extend the backyard to here, right? And then we can have that be a little bonfire area. How nice for them. Okay, and gate right there. A hot tub would be nice for them, but that takes up a lot of room. So they don't get hot tub privileges. No grass in your yard. You don't get grass. Only patio. And then I can fill this the entire spot with garden pots. At least it'll add some contrast once your Sims actually plant something there. They're not going to be evenly spaced, and that's something I need to live with, so it's staying like that. I'm sorry if that bothers anybody. Just close your eyes. What about a nice jet ski on your concrete? That could be good for you. How about a basketball court? And then I guess we can use this light here, and then we can put it by the front door as well, so there's a light on the front porch. Yeah, it's not crowded there or anything. Wonderful. Sculptures. How nice. A butterfly. What if I do one of these? Is that too much? I can't have any plants, but I can have that. Is that a hazard? To have a bonfire under fabric hanging? It might be. I'm not gonna do it. All right, let's find some chairs. Some nice lounging around the campfire chairs. Do I do cute ones like this, like the little husky and the black cat? Or do I do nice ones? Or do I mix and match? I think we mix and match. I think that might be all for... I forgot about the plant pots. I think that might be all for our exterior of our house because there's no plants or anything, so I can't really do anything else out here. Let's head inside. I make it really closed off when I first build it, just so I can kind of like separate where things are going to be in my mind. We're going to get started by putting doors into everything because otherwise I forget to put doors and then the house isn't functional because there's no way to get into any of the rooms. So this is the bedroom. This is the bathroom to this bedroom. So this is like the primary bedroom. This is the bedroom. And that's bathroom. And then this goes out to our little patio space. I need a smaller one than that. That's not gonna fit. Will that fit? No. And I don't like it either, so it doesn't matter. What are you? You're kind of fun. I'm not gonna use it, but it kind of was. That could be nice. The love struck door. A little rounded archway moment. Let's, I guess, start with painting our walls. And then we can add in some like patterns and stuff as accent walls. Same thing in just all the rooms, because what else am I gonna use? Wow, it is dark. I really can't see much. Let's find a light. That is a lot of light bulbs. Okay. Should I do flooring? I guess we might as well just do it. I'm gonna find tile for the bathrooms while we're here. We have kind of like this spa day tile. What if we just did like black marble? That's kind of nice. I don't hate this. We could make that work for us. And then where was the other bathroom? Right here. We could do that again in here. It's got kind of like a purpley color to it, which I like. It adds in a little something different. I also just really like patterned tiles. Let's start with our primary bedroom first, because why not? Everything's the same color anyway. I mean, of course we're gonna have some nice gothic stuff in here. Also some like looking modern stuff. I'm just not a fan of modern all that much. Why is this bed showing up under black? That is not, that's blue. Though I am a sucker for the businesses and hobbies bed. Like, look how good that is. Part of me is telling myself, if I don't go gothic bed for this, I'm crazy. So I feel like I kind of have to. Let's go with it. We can use the business and hobbies one in the other room if we so please. So I have the bed there. Let's find a dresser for this wall. Life and Death is just so good. I have to use it. I have to. Look at that. That's a fun clock. I've never seen that before. Indoor plants. Now we're talking. That's gonna clip through the walls and you're gonna like it. Do some like dying flowers. How nice. They don't snap to the middle, do they? Time to alt place. I'm gonna place them over here actually, and then maybe we can get some clutter to go on there. Maybe they have a nice little open book that they've been reading. Stack of magazines. And yeah, this photo of a cat. Maybe get rid of the magazines. That can go in like their living room or something. And then New York. It's not placed in the right spot. Hold on. Shimmy everything over just a little bit. The dying plant just feels right, doesn't it? And then should I put a painting above that, or should we do a nice big old TV for them? Tragic clown. I hate it. I don't like clowns. Some sheep. That's kind of cute. I don't feel like these farm ones really match the vibes of this house, do they though? What about these guys? The koi fish are kind of pretty. Could I do like one like this and one like that? You know what? I like it. It adds in a nice bright pop of color over there, so I'm gonna stick with it. Should I give them a fireplace in their bedroom? What do you think about that? I think that's kind of nice. And then we could do the TV on top of that. There we go. And let's find some nightstands and some curtains. Which ones will look good here? Do we mix a little gothic and a little mid-century modern? That's why I like mid-century modern so much. I feel like it just like meshes well with everything else. Like you can combine that with any other design type and it's gonna work. These are like my favorite nightstand. I do use them quite a bit. So maybe we can use them in here because it's working. What lamp would I like? Not that one. I could do the candelabra. I like a little candelabra moment. Oh, why do I like that? And then could I do a small plant? Do we have a little one? Perfect. Just do the same on both so I can pretend I tried. Perfect. Let's find a rug. Could I use the fuzzy one and like size it up? That could work. Let's just leave it like that. That is all for the primary bedroom. Now we can move on to the primary bathroom, which is right in here. Let's find a toilet. We can do the fancy one that lights up your pee, and you can sit right in the window while you do that. Then for a sink, I mean, we have this one from For Rent, I believe, and that's not bad. We do that here, maybe. Then we can find a mirror, and then on this side, we can have a shower. Build a wall here, paint that black. Let's filter by packs real quick so I can find the one I want. This one. There we go. We can raise that up a step. And then shower heads. We have this nice fancy one from, I don't even know what it is. I don't know what pack that is, but I have it. So we'll use it. Is there no drain? Oh, the drain is like fancy and it's like this little thin line. What else can I put in here? We have a little toothbrush, some lotion. We can hang a towel over here. It's very colorful in here. It looks great. We could put some little potpourri on the back of the toilet because it's purple, so it matches our floor. And we can pretend that that's adding anything. We can put this back here. Need to clean yourself. Put that here. Little hand towel would be nice somewhere. I guess I can squeeze it in right there. Some toilet paper. Do I want a rug? Is it gonna be worth it? That's showing up, but I don't like it. This shows up too when I do like it, but it doesn't really fit in here, does it? We can do that for when you step out of the shower. Okay, that is all for our primary bathroom. I guess we can move on to the second bathroom just so we can kind of copy and paste because it's going to be the same stuff. Probably do the exact same sink. Move this over. Maybe we do it on this side because that just looks too close to that one and I don't like it. I'm also going to throw a window into here so there's more windows on this side. Same thing with the curtain. And then maybe we'll just do a bath in this room. Well, I do not like the curtain. We might not do this curtain. We might do like some different kind of shades. The bath's not bad. I don't hate it. What shows up? Like these could be used like that. Yeah. I can grab the same rug and I'll put it when they get out of the bath instead. And maybe we could use like a nice painting in here or something. There's a tapestry with a llama. I want to use that somewhere else. Maybe in the kids' room we can use that. Maybe they have a teen. I feel like this is very 2010s Tumblr Arctic Monkeys era, so I'm gonna do those. Oh, I need a mirror too. I forgot about a mirror. We can do the funky one. I always want an excuse to use the funky one, so let's use it. Okay, that's all for our secondary bathroom. This is gonna be a little kid's room. Okay, so let's do a kid's room first. I want to do this. Maybe they have a double window that looks out back. This is gonna go where our teens room is, which is gonna be over here. How am I gonna make a little kid's room entirely black, like no color at all? We can do the little black bear. So cute. I love that chair. This is cute. Yeah, that's really cute. Let's do this one. We can tuck that into the corner. We have this chest we can use. Do the bubble rug. There's some pictures, but they're not very like little kids like. I don't know, maybe we just hang them up anyway, just so it adds something in. I don't want to cover the entire window. Maybe we do this one. It doesn't really match anything else, but I don't think that matters, honestly. You can have a private journal. I'm pretty sure that that's Death Note. Okay. Radio could be fun, right? Yeah, put that there. We can do a bookshelf. Maybe I could do this bookshelf instead so it adds in more color. That is clipping through a lot. That's not gonna work. Kids decorations. What else? That's kind of cute, actually. I like that. I'm gonna put it in there. We can put a backpack here. Trying to find anything to kind of add any bit of color into here. There's really not much at all, but I think it might be the best I can do. Now let's move on to our other bedroom. Now this is either going to be a teen's room or a guest bedroom. We'll see how it goes. Should I use businesses and hobbies? It's so good. It's just such a good bed. Like, look at that. I love it so much. I'm using it. Should I put it against the wall? Because it kind of buys them a little more room, you know? Yeah, we'll do that. It's only a teen. I guess I've decided we're doing a teen. Okay, and then I can put the tapestry on the wall over here. We can put like a desk or something here. Or not. It might take up too much room. Unless I can find one that is that small. That's not bad. We can make that work. And then computers. We have that. Or do we make them a streamer? It looks ridiculous on that desk. Do that one with the little pink so it has a little color in it. And hobbies and skills. What hobby would you like? Something. Hopefully. Anything that brings you joy? There's a creative tablet, but I mean, that's kind of what that is, isn't it? I could just throw it up here just so we have it. Just so I can say I gave this kid some kind of life. Maybe they also play guitar. How about a bookshelf? I feel like a bookshelf could do nicely in here. There's like a middle piece for that somewhere. Where is it? I don't know, but there is. Oh, or there's just this. Ah, that's what it is. So I do that. And then this goes, yeah. Okay, yeah. Then we can give them a nice TV on top of that. Oh, I think we do that. Little black plant over there. Some nice hanging plants. Just to add in some color. This little plant over here. Yeah, maybe they like plants. Maybe they're a plant person. Maybe they have a cat. Do I have room for them to have a cat? I don't think I have room. There's always room for a cat. There we go. Let's find a chair for our desk. Yeah, I think we're going with that one. Okay. Now, I would like something to put on this shelf here. Maybe some books. And paintings above the bed. That's a pretty nice teen's room. I would have liked this room as a teenager, so I think it's pretty good. Let's find some curtains and then a rug. Curtains? Which ones of you would like to be used in this very nice, fine teen's room? No. No. Oh, but these are kind of fun, aren't they? I'm going with that. I like it. It adds a little pizzazz into the room. And we could all use a little pizzazz in our lives. Life and Death is just so good, but I don't feel like it matches with everything else that I did in here. Neither does that checkered rug. The yin yang kind of does, though. Yeah, let's do that. All right. I think that's all for our teens room. I'm a big, big fan of this one. I like it quite a bit. Let's move on to our office space now. Obviously, we're going to need a nice desk. Let's just go with that one. And then for the chair, I don't like that even though the desk is not centered and this is where the chair should be, it's still centered to the desk itself. It does not go where it should be. You're going to be hitting your knee on that desk and complaining and be covered in bruises, and you're not going to be happy about it. I say we gave them the streamer setup just because that's nice. We could do a nice big bookshelf back here. Another little journal over here. Oh, that's huge. Never mind. We might make that uncentered so that we could fit something in here, like a little easel or something. Perfect. And then window coverings, just hang those there. Do I do that? I don't like that. What about this? The checker pattern. We've got to use it somewhere, right? So we might as well just get it done with. And then let's find some decorations for in here. Maybe some plants could be nice. Kind of blocking that shelf, but it's fine. Shrink that down. We can leave it on the desk. Also the little cow plant, which I think is so cute. We can hang that over here. And some small plants on our bookshelves. And there we go. We have a streamer set up, and we could put some paintings here. What about these? Like cells. It's like a microscopic picture of a plant cell or some shit. We could do that. Maybe they painted those. You don't know. Okay, that's all for the office space then. Now we can move on to our kitchen, dining, everything. It's all in there. Let's do it. I'm going to start with counters. I'm just going to use base game just because they're really nice. I like the base game counters a lot. That might actually be where we put our stove. Our fridge can go there. We get to use my favorite fridge in my favorite swatch. It's so beautiful. I love it. Let's see for a stove. Use life and death again. Okay, and cabinets. And then a short one for here. Our sink. Or we could even put the sink on like the island or something, which might be a little weird, but we can see. Let's see. Where is islands? And we'll have bar stools all here. Give me this counter and then end piece. See, but then it's gonna go like that. So do I use the island or the island's gonna stick out farther? They always mess with my head. I never understand. I think I just need to kind of like clip it together like that and pretend it's fine. That's what I'm gonna do. We're just gonna pretend that looks fine. That is a really big island. I don't think they need a spot that big, but we're gonna do it because I kind of made this house a little bigger than I intended to. We've got to utilize everything we've got. Black trash can here, some bar stools. Do these ones with the flowers, just adding a little color. And we can use this over here. Little industrial moment. I do want to add in a window somewhere. Maybe we can add in like a nice double window here just so we have some kind of natural light. There's a column there. Let's decorate our kitchen a little bit. I'm just going to use this here. It shows up under the black filter, so I'm going to use it. Then we can do a bread box over here. Some dishes next to the sink. Spoons and spatulas and such. Kitchen appliances. A microwave. Coffee maker would be nice. I would like to give them that. But then I feel like it's getting really crowded in here, so maybe not. I would put the dishwasher there, so it's next to the sink, so you can load directly in, you know? I know that's not how it works in The Sims, but that's how I would do it. Maybe they have a pet. We can do some pet bowls here. And a little toy box. Some plants. It looks uncentered because of the sink. I think that's what's throwing me off, but it's okay. We're gonna leave it like that. And then maybe we could do these under here for some lighting. And I think that's good for the kitchen area. Now I want to make a dining space like here and then our living space here. Or maybe the dining can go here. Yeah, let's put the dining table over here. We have this one from Dream Home Decorator, which, I mean, works. And then Businesses and Hobbies has one that's very, very similar. Maybe we do round. Round could be fun. Put it like right here. Is that weird that it's like kind of by the entryway? I don't know. And I don't care. And then some chairs all around that. I'm gonna move that. We could do a chandelier. I don't know why I said it like that. Over there. This one counts. Window coverings. I don't like that. What else do we have? We could do these again. The little, like, what are these? The cabin slats. We could do them. I'm a big fan of these ones. We need something right here as well. We just do these plain ones. And then these again over here. Let's find a rug for under our dining table. I know I say this every time, but I really wish we could sort by rug shape. Because I would like a circular rug. That works. That's fine. And then this will be our living room space, I guess. I'm not sure how I'm going to have this set up, actually. Let's find a couch first. Should we do a sectional? We can have, like, chase lounge there, that there. Should I close this off a bit? Now I'm thinking I should. It'll be, like, on an angle. That's kind of weird. I don't like that. Undo. Undo, undo, undo. I don't like it. We can still take this couch and have it go here, but I just do not like it like that. Like that? It's fine. It's fine. We can make this work. Do I do this? No, maybe not. We can take this life and death here, put that TV on top of there. They have nicer TVs in both bedrooms than in here, but it's fine. Put a gaming console on the ground. I'm sure that's good for it. A little light here. Maybe I could take these and just like put them on this wall, just so something's going on, because I don't know what else to do. If I put it there, is it weird? I don't like it at all. Get rid of it all. I don't like this floor plan, but we've got to deal with it now. How about a coffee table? Go with this very plain one. I wanted to do a magazine and I found them before and now I don't know where they are. Perfect. Put a record player over here. That could take up some of our room. That's nice. We put a painting above that, like some records above the record player. This here and over here. And then we can find a nice big rug for this spot. Maybe not quite that big. I might just have to size that down. We could do that. That's, you know, it's whatever. I'm gonna paint all the ceilings black real quick in here. And I think that should be all for this. Okay, you know what? We filled up the space pretty well. I don't think that's too bad. Let me do a little tour, show you guys around our house, and that'll be all for today. So here's the exterior of our one color challenge house. I surprisingly don't hate it too much. It's not exactly what I would have hoped for, but it's not bad. Heading inside, I also don't particularly like or hate anything. I have a strongly odd, impartial feeling towards this house, and I can't explain it. I just prefer more color while I also like moody and dark things as well. So that's why I feel so conflicted about this. I feel like if someone posted pictures of this as their house, I would be like, that's so nice for you. I love that. That's a really nice house, but I wouldn't particularly want to live here. It does look like it smells good in here. Like it probably smells like incense or something, and I do like that. But everything just being exactly one color, it's just, not a fan. I'm not a color drencher person. I'm happy that at least the kids' room got to have even an ounce of color in it. That made me a little happier with how this one turned out. But still, I can't do one solid color. I know that's the point. It's a challenge. Where I do think it worked really well was the teens' room, just because I feel like it kind of fits a teen's personality more to be like obsessive over one color, or specifically just all black. It worked really well. As a teen, this is definitely a room I would have liked. And I can't really judge because my room is literally solid green right now. Well, not solid. Some of the walls are white, but it's a lot of green going on. But this room, I would have loved this room as a teenager. I also like the office space. I think it worked well in here, especially because we made it like a streamer setup kind of deal with the big bookshelves in the back. Wonder where I got the idea. Can't even begin to imagine. Why am I upside down? Sims. That is how our entire one color challenge house turned out. If you would like to use this house for your own gameplay or renovate it or whatever, you go for it. It is up on the gallery. My gallery ID is Ajiri with 3 eyes. It's all on the screen for you there. And let me know if you take on this challenge as well down in the comments. I hope it goes as well for you as it did for me, because I think I kind of killed this challenge. But you guys should let me know that too. Do you think I killed this? Because I don't know. I kind of like this house. But I hope you guys enjoyed this. If you have any ideas for any other build challenges you would like to see, every room is a different whatever, or things like this, let me know. I would be happy to do them, and I'm always looking for more ideas to add to my list. Thank you guys so much for watching, and don't forget you can also catch me on Twitch. Currently, I'm live every single day, but I'm typically live Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 10:30 a.m. Eastern time. I play Stardew, I play Sims, I play American Truck Simulator, I play a lot of games, and it's lots of fun over there. I've also been doing a lot of painting. I painted a birdhouse. I'm not done with it yet, but they're all gonna be different fruits. This one's watermelon, this one's gonna be lemon, and it's gonna have a blueberry roof, and then this one is strawberry. Anyway, you were here for the Sims, not for birdhouses, but I'll see you guys in the next one. As always, stay happy, stay healthy. Bye bye.